How does it get to the point of becoming a broken home, of being broken? How does it get to the point of being broken? Let's talk about that. Number one, one reason lusting after women wears off and does not make a commitment. Lusting after women, no commitment, dancing, and then the dude say, I don't want to dance no more. I'm done dancing. Happens all the time. But unfortunately, she has a kid. No commitment. He not lusting after her no more. Now you're at risk of a broken home. That's why it's important to wait until marriage. I'm saying it from a person who did it before marriage, and it's not worth it. Wait until you get married because it's not worth. We got to break that cycle of creating broken homes based on our own selfish desires and lust and whatever else. But when that lust wears off, that's why I said earlier to my sisters, don't get caught up in men lusting after you. Get caught up in the man that wants to make a commitment to you so you can prevent or avoid having a broken home. Another reason, two people not taking the time to learn and grow through the tough times. When you commit to a person, you have to learn about this person. You may not learn everything at once. That's why it takes time. You have to really determine, can I spend the rest of my life with this person, even if they don't grow at the point they're at now? If they never grow again, can I spend the rest of my life with this person? You have to learn a person, and it goes both ways. But I'm talking to the men because we've taken the power away from ourselves because of the lusting after women. You give up that power. But when you're talking about commitment, you're talking about marriage, you're talking about leadership in the house, you have to learn who you're dealing with. Does this person want to be led? Or does this person you're considering making a commitment to, does this person, are y'all on the same page on what a marriage is? Or do y'all have difference of opinions? You have to consider these things and take the emotion away and work through it and figure it out. Is this person worth the commitment? One thing I told myself before I got married is no matter what happens, me and my wife, we're gonna stay together. We're gonna work it out. I'm not planning on doing nothing crazy, but I also know that it's the tough times that make marriages. It's not the easy. The easy times are easy, but it's the tough times. But I didn't have deal breakers in my head. If this happened, I'm gone. I don't think like that. And I will encourage any young brother that's thinking about getting married, don't think like that. Go into it with the mindset. Once I go into this, that's it. Unless I die, that's it. Me and my wife, we make a conscious effort to stay together. And We work well with each other. We're total opposites, but it works. But we have so many similarities. It's a blessing. We love our kids. We both put our kids before us, but we still go out and find ways to communicate with each other as well. The kids did not ask to be here. So we don't think putting the kids on the back burner. That don't make sense to us, but everybody has their thing and what they do. But we love our kids. We don't want to create a broken home and deal with the collateral damage of trying to raise kids in a broken home. It's not. You just don't know how things gonna turn out. It's tough. Another reason: unrealistic expectations toward one another. Having realistic expectations. I'm not perfect. So if I'm not perfect, why would I expect my spouse to be perfect? If I'm gonna mess up, why would I expect her not to mess up? But there are people out there that have unrealistic expectations. Even when you meet or on the wrong premise, people still have unrealistic expectations. You have to dial in your expectations, especially a man leading a woman. Being a leader is not about control, it's about serving your household. It's about being a provider, the best provider that you can. And when you meet a real woman, she will follow your lead if you show her that your leadership skills are up to par. I can just say that from experience. You have to earn the respect and submission of your spouse. It's an earned situation. You don't just get it right out the box. You have to earn it through leadership, through times, tough times, leadership through the good times, leading your family spiritually, all those things. And then things start to fall in line. Not subservient, not subservient. Subservient means some form of slavery, but submission is a choice. Submission is a choice. Another reason: unresolved trauma that affects thoughts and mindset. Unresolved trauma that affect thoughts and mindset. Sometimes the trauma is a recurring cycle of broken homes. That's all they know. It takes a lot to challenge yourself and do something outside of what you grew up around and what you know. I'm just telling you from experience. You have to be able to challenge yourself to do better. Sometimes you don't know any better, but for me, I would say that God challenged me in my brain in ways, and I had to rise to that in order to be better, rise to the challenge. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I really believe that if I can pass down something to some younger person that wants to listen and learn from my mistakes, my trial and errors, I think before they figure things out, because there are a lot of things in there before that can cause heartache, cause pain, can set you back. But if you can figure it out from somebody else's trial and errors and insight, I think you can really take off and have the advantage. But sometimes I had to learn it for myself. You have to listen. And I got to say this before I move to the next one. You don't, when you talk to somebody that's older, I really want you to think about this. Why people be saying like older people or things are outdated. If somebody makes it to 60, 70, they didn't make it there by accident. There's some wisdom involved to get to that age. It's not easy to get to 70, 75, 80. There's some wisdom there. Don't skip on the wisdom, man.